it just exploded.
A fire sparks in Boulder County and quickly erupts, forcing entire towns to evacuate from the foothills.
I don't think we have luck on our side anymore.
The Cameron Peak wildfire has led to evacuations all the way up to Loveland city limits, forcing even more people to flee their homes. Plus, how a young Fort Collins resident is showing her appreciation for all of the hard work of the thousands of firefighters. Good evening, I'm Kathy Walsh. Thank you for joining us. Hundreds of people have been evacuated from their homes tonight because of multiple wildfires raging in Colorado. The CalWood fire sparked this afternoon east of Boulder, and it has already grown to more than 7,000 acres. Our news team is covering the wildfires burning across the state tonight. Meteorologist Dave Aguilera is in Colorado's Weather Center monitoring the wind conditions and the smoke. Connor McHugh and Alan Janae are both covering the CalWood fire, which exploded west of Boulder today. Let's start with Alan.
All right, Kathy, let's take a look behind me right here. I am right now on the west side of Longmont, and there you can see a large structure burning. That's up in the Lake of the Pines subdivision of multi-million-dollar homes here. We know multiple structures are lost in this fast-moving fire. Firefighters were doing their best to just keep it from crossing Highway 36. One spot fire did develop, but they did manage to get that one out earlier today. All day long, firefighters were chasing this fire around as it chased people out. In the darkness, an ominous glow from a fire that changed everything in a matter of hours. This fire ripped up whatever was in front of it with winds up to 60 miles an hour, astounding people who watched.
And you could see the fire moving along. Oh, something really is burning.
And burning furiously. We saw this happen, and this.
We're going to be building lines backwards a little further.
And then this. The immediate air attack showed the urgency.
It's a beautiful place.
To Robin and Cindy Avery, they hope for something to stop it from destroying the home they love in the Mountain Ridge subdivision.
But it's dry.
But it's very dry
It's still so dry, and the wind is really scary, too. It seems unpredictable.
Robin had taken a nap earlier in the day, then woke to find things had totally changed.
First news we heard was that the fire was about 10 miles to the west of us. I said, that'll take a day or two to reach us. The sheriff came down the driveway. He said, you've got an hour left before the flames reach the house. I said, we'll be out in 10 minutes.
So they waited in Boulder. This fire so close to a large urban area and so wild right now, as Robin and Cindy think about what they could lose.
We're just watching and hoping and praying.
Well, right now the winds have settled down a little bit. That's good news, but that's ahead of a change in direction. This fire came out of the southwest today, tonight, pausing, turning around, and going back the other way. That would mean that the fire would burn back on itself, which is typically good news. But the big worry tonight, Kathy, is that Jamestown is on that southwest side of the fire. And those 300 people are already evacuated, and I'm certain plenty worried. In Boulder County, I'm Alan Janae, covering Colorado First.
And take a look at the evacuation map. The entire town of Jamestown and many other parts of northwest Boulder County have been evacuated, as Alan said. And the Boulder County Sheriff says more than 3,000 people in total have been evacuated. Residents of Lyons have been advised to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. The Boulder County Sheriff's Office just held a news conference saying that they believe that this fire was not caused naturally.
We know it's still too early to determine what the cause is. We did check the lightning strike indicator. There is no indication that it was weather related or caused by lightning, which would at least preliminarily rule out natural causes, but that is still under investigation.
As people fled their homes, many needed help with their horses, their livestock. Our Connor McHugh is live at the Boulder County Fairgrounds, where it has been very busy all day. Connor?
Yeah, Kathy, the manager here described the area of these evacuations as equestrian mecca, but still says he has never seen this many people coming to drop off horses in a time of crisis like this. And tonight, with all of the stalls full here, they're working to get creative so they could hopefully bring in more horses tomorrow if needed. Now, this place opened up this morning, but was originally set up for people evacuating the Cameron Peak fire in Larimer County. Then later on in the day, things changed when the CalWood fire forced evacuations here locally. Boulder Boulder County Emergency Management says approximately 3,000 people are within that evacuation area. And so far today here at the fairgrounds, they've taken in more than 450 horses. That's about the max capacity here. So there are, again, no more stalls, as I just said, available. One way they are hoping to be creative is to set up outdoor areas to accommodate more of those horses if needed. In the meantime, we have seen plenty of people coming by here and offering up space on their own properties to people in need.
A lot of cooperation, which is great. So, you know, when things go badly, I love how people step up and come together. So it's been, it is stressful, but it's great that this can happen.
The community's outstanding here. I rarely ever have to make a phone call. Hay shows up, people show up, things happen because they just want to take care of each other. This is an outstanding community.
Now, the manager here says before coming here, if you still have horses and need to drop them off somewhere, first call dispatch. If they tell you to come here, but it's very likely they could send you to another county or to another property owner that has space. Again, call dispatch if you have horses, and they'll be able to set you up. Live tonight in Longmont, Connor McHugh, covering Colorado First.
Nice to hear everybody's helping out. Thank you, Connor. We have pictures of the CalWood fire and the many other fires around the state pouring into our newsroom from our viewers. If you want to send us a photo of the smoke, fire, or ash, email us at youreport@cbs.com.